Yo, so guys, there are two super response tendencies, if not three, which the third I would mention is just Lollapalooza because you can combine a bunch. But there's two inside the 25 that are called a super response, bias. I would even go as far to say that authority bias is a super response, but it's so unconscious and so powerful that it's number one by far. It's not the first on the list. In fact, the first on the list is reward bias. Okay, and that's a super response tendency. It's one of the two I'm talking about here in this video. So reward bias is a super response because when there's high reward for something, people go and flock towards it like crazy. Okay, it's just kind of like how the no-brainer offer works. Like if your product has high reward for it, it's powerful. So let me give you an example. Let's say you open a lemonade stand and your friend is competing with you for fun too, with a lemonade stand. Who's gonna win? Okay. Everyone's getting like equal sales for a while. You're doing the same things, okay? But then you start getting really smart and you're maybe reading a book or something and you're implementing these strategies. So let's say you all of a sudden add cookies to your lemonade stand. So now you have an upsell, like chocolate chip cookies. My mom makes the best chocolate chip cookies. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you. And let's say you have chocolate chip cookies. Now you offer that as an upsell, okay, for people. You're making a little bit more money. So now you're winning. Let's say your friend all of a sudden implements this new strategy for himself of basically giving more of a drink, okay, in the cup, like it's a bigger cup or whatever. So people get more lemonade and he increased the price a little bit too, okay? Or maybe he kept the price at the same. We'll have to make a decision here. Let's just say he increased the price a little bit, but he also added way more freaking of a drink, okay? So that's what he did. Now let's say that you over here, you do a new strategy too, and it's like ping-ponging back and forth. So you basically are adding more reward, essentially, is what's happening here. Let's say you over here, you're like, man, I'm gonna think of something. Ooh, what if I make this sweeter? Add a little sugar in it, okay? When you add a little sugar in your marketing or sales, you're gonna crush it more. So he puts a little bit of sugar inside his drink, okay? And people actually end up buying another one and another one, okay? And ones for their friends and stuff, because they're like, this is really sweet, this is good, I like this. So they buy even more of your product. So now you're crushing it over here. This friend over here is starting to freak out because he's like, I do not know how I'm going to sell my lemonade to people. And so what he does, he closes shop. He's like, bro, I was just trying to win, but I really don't know what to do here. And so he quits business and he moves his stand and connects it to your lemonade stand. And now you both are crushing it, okay? And then you tell him your secrets and then he leaves and does his own thing, okay? So just kidding. But yeah, like in general, add a little sugar in it. Add a little sugar in your marketing and your sales and you're gonna see a lot more results. It's a super response to people, okay? So the next one is loss aversion bias. This is a super response. Like people go crazy, okay, in the brain. For this reason. This is almost more powerful than reward bias, like by far. So loss aversion is like people don't want to lose something. They don't want to lose. And that's like maybe you're playing a basketball game and people are versing, okay? You don't want to lose just by default. People naturally don't want to lose. In fact, there's this weird psychology where you lose brain cells if you lose at something. What you want in life is a bunch of mini wins and big wins, okay? Stacked up. It creates momentum and a powerful, strong mindset for success in a way, okay? It's very powerful. But what I want to say mainly about loss aversion is someone doesn't want to lose in a transaction in sales, okay? You need to reverse the risk, okay? And there needs to be no loss involved. If someone buys and has purchase like regrets, okay? That's bad. You need to over deliver always in products and services and everything like that, okay? Literally, loss aversion is crazy. People will go off the yin yang, okay? Even for $10 if they feel lost, okay? And in general, what trumps loss aversion is authority, expertise, connection, story selling, a why behind your product and you and your company, and definitely a high value for what they get. Okay, so if they're paying for something for $500 and what they're actually getting is worth like $50,000 in their eyes, that's huge. That's huge. And if they're getting crazy value and most importantly, a result for what they purchased, then that's great. Okay, because loss aversion is triggered. Here's another example. Let's say, what would you rather pick? Would you rather find a $100 bill on the ground, okay, and you're like, okay, I found this, or would you rather avoid losing a $100 bill, and that was your $100 bill on the ground that you lost, but you didn't find it later, like someone else found it? You'd rather prevent losing $100. This has been in a test before, like literally scientifically, people surveyed people, okay, in a test, like a lot of people, and the data is a lot of people would avoid losing 100 because it's so painful or whatever, that type of thing, than actually just picking up a $100 bill, okay, and adding. People want to protect, people want to save, people want safety, and that just comes down to the reptilian brain at the end of the day. Literally, people want to protect resources, okay? It's great to acquire resources, but people would rather protect resources, and that's why it is a super response tendency. And how do you put another way to put loss aversion inside your marketing is FOMO, the fear of missing out. People don't want to miss out on a deal, miss out on a new opportunity, okay? So when you do like a launch of a new product, this is very, very effective because the opportunity only lasts so long, then the price either rises or the bonuses are gone or the product is gone forever type thing, okay? So that is so effective, guys. Fear is very powerful, but in general, FOMO, fear of missing out, having scarcity and urgency involved, that's how you can implement loss aversion, and then also over deliver on your products so people don't feel like they lost or whatever, okay? This is huge. So let's move on to the next training.